Welcome back into the Sports Center of Connecticut here at the rinks at Shelton. I'm joined alongside two of our three stars of the game, Hannah Luckman and Tymmarie Grom. And Hannah, we'll start with you. First goal of the season, a big, goal to put you guys up 3-0 in that second period. Take me through it. Take me through the emotions, just kind of what went through all that.
It was a really good defensive play by, I think, Danny. So she did all the work there. She surfed up, and I just got lucky with the breakaway and got lucky enough to put it in. But I owe it all to the defense on that one.
Yeah. Humble teammate are you ever. And the defense, we got to talk about that today for both of you guys. I know both of you are in that forward grouping, but you allowed only 29 shots on goal throughout the game, and most of that was really late in that third period where the game was kind of put to bed. So can I ask both of you, what went into that defensive preparation this week where you guys were able to shut out maybe the top offensive team in the conference?
I think our D just do a really, really good job of staying on the interior and shutting down every play before the red line the best to their ability, which gives the offense a chance to keep it in their zone for as long as we can. And in our D zone, just having good coverage and good defensive IQ to get it out.
Yeah, our D are always hungry and they love to eat pucks all day.
Yes.
Yeah, ain't that true? I got to ask you about our other star of the game who will join us shortly, Hannah Saunders in net, 5th shutout of the season. And I know you guys, again, are forwards, but what does that do for your confidence as skaters knowing that you have someone between the pipes like that?
We owe so much to Saunders, and she stands on her head for us every game, and she's a great captain and great leader on the ice, so couldn't ask for anything more than that.
Yeah, no matter what goalie's in net, too, we just put everything out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always having confidence back behind us is good.
100%. Tymmarie, last question for both of you, but this one pertains to you specifically. 100th consecutive game, 100th career game. You've never missed one. That's 4th all time in post history. Yep. And by the way, the other 3 are not very far ahead. So just what does that mean for you, and what goes into being on the ice week in and week out like that? Because very few people can do it.
I'm just grateful for the opportunity. I mean, taking care of your body is a big part of it. I mean, I take pride and joy in working my hardest, but also taking care of myself after practices, games. And I mean, I put my heart and soul onto the ice. So I'm just very grateful for the opportunity to make it 100 consecutive or just 100 in general.
Yeah, it's a crazy stat. Congratulations to the both of you. Oh, and I almost forgot to ask, actually, one more question. 7th to last game of the season. And this was a team that was ahead of you. All your opponents for the rest of the season are technically ahead of you in the standings. So what does it mean just to get this momentum really going down the final stretch of the season with a shutout victory?
I think people in our conference especially heavily underestimate us, and we're coming. We are coming for them, and I'm very excited for our playoff run.
Love to hear it. Nothing else to say, right? Can't say it better than that.
Hannah said it perfectly.
All right, well, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Hannah Luckman, Tymmarie Grom, and we'll be back with Hannah Saunders in just a moment. Thank you guys. And welcome back in to the rinks at the Shelton Sports Center. I'm joined along by one of our 3 stars of the game, Hannah Saunders. And Hannah, I got to imagine you're tired of being up here for these post-game interviews because this is we don't know what to ask you at this point. Your 5th shutout of the season. And tonight, it was a bit about the defense because up till very late in that third period, there was only about 15 shots on goal. So not the busiest night for you. How do you stay active? And then how do you credit your defense for just the night they had tonight?
Oh my gosh, I credit everything to them. They're insane. The amount of blocked shots we have is probably super high at this point. And I honestly owe it all to them. They might say opposite and credit some stuff to me, but it's they make everything so easy, genuinely. And we're such a close team. It's honestly the most fun out there. So
they just did credit you with a lot. In terms of the previous interviews, definitely there. And we're taking a look at the block shots now. 17 block shots as a team for you guys today. So, quite the night defensively. Pretty much every stat you look at. For you, 5th shutout of the season. Back-to-back nights. I asked you before we got on the air, how your legs are feeling. Mm-hmm. How do you withstand just a really tiring season, a tiring weekend, and perform so well?
Honestly, just a lot of repetition of my rituals. I'm kind of very easygoing when it comes to just treatment and stuff like that, but just honestly listening to my body and listening to what I need to be doing. Just lots of sleep, lots of hydration. It's kind of the same thing day in and day out. I think goalies are pretty superstitious like that. So
creature of habit.
But yeah, literally. So nothing changes really. It's just the same thing every day, and it works.
Absolutely. Well, last question for you. I got to ask you. This was the 7th to last game of this season. Only 3 more series left in Sacred Heart, Long Island University, and I believe Stonehill next week as well. So some really tough opponents. What does a win like this, where you're able to get a shutout against a team ahead of you, and you're looking for that home ice advantage in the first round of the Newha, how do you carry this momentum into next week?
doing the same thing, I think. I mean, we already had a streak going, obviously, unfortunately. Yesterday kind of broke that, but
we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's just like keeping up with the momentum, keeping up with the chemistry that we've got going. And I think, honestly, rituals, I think I'm bringing in my superstition into this, but like we're listening to the same songs and everything like that.
Yeah.
So, but genuinely, though, it's just like we're just jiving right now, and I think it's just keeping it up and keeping up high energy and just pushing us through every challenge, every team that comes against us. And yeah, we're kind of breaking all these records, so I think that's already a pretty motivating factor. So,
well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right, that was Hannah Saunders, and that'll do it for our post-game report so far today. Thank you.